with regards to electric circuits. I've completed previous year's questions regarding basics of the exam UPSC Engineering Services. The topics I have covered are nodal, basic laws, source transformation, mesh, KVL and KCL, capacitor, inductor, star delta, and some theory questions. Okay, from the year 2019 to 2010 in reverse order. Okay, these are the questions. We have from 2019 to 2010 we have 50 questions. Okay, and these questions I would say are not very tough in nature. Okay, much easier than gate questions. And if you have a solid grip over these questions, such type of questions and such level of questions, you can easily opt for any state engineering service exam or any state electricity board exam, any state electricity board AE exam, any Genco Transco exam, or any power corporation AE exam, or as such. Okay, you can go for most of the exams if you are having a perfect grip on these types of questions which are asked in UPSC engineering services. Okay, prelims, it is the perfect types of questions to be practiced if you are opting for UPPCL AE. Okay, these are the questions they are asking in UPPCL AE. Same level, same syllabus. Okay, so you're not having very difficulty in UPPCL AE. Also, they are giving you 200 questions and 3 hours. Okay, so keep in mind the format and the questions and types of questions, everything is same in there also. So all you need to do is practice these questions and you're good for all those exams as well. Okay, you need not to go anywhere else or do any extra stuff. If you're opting for this exam only, you're good for all those exams as well. So let's get started. In 2019 we have two questions. In 2019 we're having two questions. One is numerical and the other is theoretical in nature. Okay, let's move on to the first question. What we are having, we have an impedance equation over here, Z equals to 10 minus J30 ohm, and it is a parallel circuit and the frequency given is 1 megahertz. Okay, what they're asking is the value of circuit elements and what those elements are. Okay, so in order to find the what those elements are, we have these equations over here. R minus Jx if it is an RC circuit and R plus Jx if it is RL circuit. So when we compare this equation to our standard equations, we know that it is an RC circuit. Okay, so we can easily eliminate option A and option C because here we are having handy these depict that the circuit is having an inductor but it is not having an inductor, so you can easily eliminate these two options. Either B could be correct or D could be correct. So what we are doing is we are taking our impedance equation and we are finding the admittance by inversing it, then we rationalize it, so we get this particular format over here, which is the basic format of this. Okay, so by comparing this standard equation to this your equation, you get that value of resistance is 100 ohm. Okay, and the value of XC is 30 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, this is the value of our XC, and your XC is given by 2 pi FC. Your F is frequency and it is given over here 1 megahertz. So when you put the value, you get the value of capacitor as 4.7 nanofarad and R equals to 100 ohm. Hence the option B is correct over here. Since they have given 100 ohm and 100 ohm, so okay, so we have to solve it all the way through it. Okay, now we are having the next question, which is if voltage across an element in a circuit is linearly proportional to current through it, then it is a capacitor, transformer, resistance or inductor. Linearly proportional. Okay, we know it is resistance, it is we have studied in basics. Okay, so these are the questions that were asked in 2019. Okay, two questions, one numerical, one theory. However, in 2018 they have asked 8 questions. Okay, 1 2 they have asked 8 questions all the way through. Okay, we are having eight questions. Okay, Out of these 8 questions, only one was theoretical, and one was a question that will make you scratch your head. Okay, this question was quite different from the rest, and the few questions that were asked other than these two, the 6 other questions are pretty easy and pretty basic. So let's get started. In 2018, the first question that was asked is, if a pulse of 10 volt in magnitude and 2 seconds in duration is applied to the terminals of a lossless inductor of 1 Henry, then the current through the inductor is question mark. Okay. The options that were given are pulse of 20 ampere for 2 seconds, pulse of minus 20 ampere for 2 seconds, increase linearly from 0 to 20 ampere in 2 seconds and in positive direction, and from there on remains constant at plus 20 ampere. The last option that we were having is increase linearly from 0 to minus 20 ampere in 2 seconds and in negative direction, and from there on it remains constant at minus 20 ampere. Okay, so one thing you know, that the pulse was applied was positive in nature, so it cannot give you a negative current. Okay, so the option B and option D are easily eliminated. Either your option A or your option C could be correct, but from the graph of voltage current relationship of a inductor, you have seen that this option is correct one. Okay, increase linearly from 0 to 20 amperes in 2 seconds. Okay, the graph of a inductor. Okay, please study the graph of inductor, voltage current characteristics of inductor, so you can easily take this out. The next questions are nodal and stuff, which we will be covering in next video, so stay tuned.